Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. We are on day 6 of 7 of Trump's week of election predictions. Today I have a prediction between Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton, the former Secretary of State, Senator of New York, and First Lady of the United States. So obviously, and 2016 Democrat. Now, so she obviously has a lot of different jobs she's had. Yes, and we all know who Hillary Clinton is. She ran in 2016 against Donald Trump, a very notable person across the country. It seemed that she has recently been trying to float her name in the news again as a contender in 2024, simply because Democrats don't really seem to know who they want to nominate in 2024. So possibly she may be eyeing up another run for the presidency. Anyway, before I begin this video, please make sure to go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel as we get ever so close to 500 subscribers. That is going to be a huge milestone, and if you haven't subscribed already, please go ahead and consider subscribing to the channel. It really means a lot. Hillary Clinton, in my mind, would be one of the worst candidates Democrats could nominate, possibly even worse than Kamala Harris. She is not liked. She is not popular. She's scandal-ridden. People really don't want her back. If she somehow won the Democrat nomination, she would not win the general election. She is not electable nationally. However, she is a possible nominee for the Democrats. I mean, when you look at the primary polling and when you look at whose names are being floated, she is up there. So I will get this prediction underway. But in my mind, she would be a horrendous candidate for the Democrats to nominate in 2024. So California would be a safe state, as well as Hawaii would be safe. New York, Vermont, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Maryland, D.C. That would be it for safe Hillary Clinton states. 117 safe states for Hillary Clinton. Safe Donald Trump states. You go through Nebraska and essentially come down the country, get your safe Donald Trump states, and I would include Iowa in this characterization as well. So already 131 to 117, Hillary would not do well in the rural areas of the country, the Rust Belt with a working, class area over there. She wouldn't do well in suburban women. She might do okay in the Northeast, but not too good. I mean, really, when you look at her margin in Connecticut, she only won by 12% in 2016, and that would even narrow up in 2024. So, would not be good for her. But yeah, there isn't really many redeeming areas. She was born in Illinois, lived in Arkansas. She kind of had a lot of different areas she's been on. She's been in D.C., she's been in New York, but not a specific region that really attracts, that she has that appeal. So likely states would be Washington, Illinois, and Delaware. New Jersey, Connecticut would not. Maine's first would also be a likely Hillary Clinton state, getting her up to 152 electoral votes. So already still not very good for Hillary Clinton. Likely Republicans would be Texas, Florida, North Carolina, Ohio, Maine 2nd Congressional District, Nebraska 2nd Congressional District, and Wisconsin would all be likely Donald Trump states. Donald Trump would obviously win Texas by more than 5. He'd win Florida by more than 5. He came close to winning North Carolina by more than 5 in 2016, won it by 3.7. So, and he would expand his margins across the country against Hillary Clinton, especially given, even just looking at the current state of the Democrats. He'd win by more than 5 there, more than 5 in Ohio, Maine 2nd, and Wisconsin. He'd probably win by about 5-6%. So big win for him in Wisconsin. Getting into our lean Hillary Clinton states, she would be able to lean the state of Oregon, the state of Connecticut, and the state of New Jersey in her favor, getting her to 181 electoral votes. Still very bad margins for Hillary Clinton. Lean Donald Trump states. Donald Trump would, of course, lean Nevada, Arizona, Georgia, Pennsylvania, Michigan. All in his favor. He'd also lean the state of New Hampshire and Maine's at-large district, getting up to 319 electoral votes. So the remaining states you have are Colorado, New Mexico, Virginia, and Minnesota against Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton would be able to tilt Colorado barely in her favor. Biden did end up winning that state by over 13% in 2020, so that still would remain in Clinton's column. However, that would narrow up to the thinnest of margins. Especially when you look at COVID policy, their own governor, Jared Polis, has been pretty moderate compared to even some Republicans with COVID policy. So there is a definite moderate to conservative side of Colorado still. They could swing, especially with somebody like Clinton on the ballot. Tilt Trump states would be New Mexico, Virginia, and Minnesota. This would be a landslide. You have a Trump versus Clinton election. I see essentially under no circumstances Donald Trump losing to Hillary Clinton, and on almost all circumstances there being a relatively modern landslide election victory. In this scenario, Donald Trump crushes the electoral map, winning essentially every state that he could possibly win in an election. I guess with the exception of Colorado, you could add to the best case scenario, um, possibly New Jersey or something like that. Although that in a national election would probably be hard for a Republican to win. So Donald Trump crushes it against Hillary Clinton. Similar margins with Obama, McCain in 2008, and Hillary Clinton, in my mind, is just an incredibly weak candidate for the Democrats and should not be nominated under any circumstances. Even weaker than Kamala Harris, or even Joe. I mean, Joe Biden is incredibly good compared to those people. So do not nominate Hillary Clinton if you are a Democrat. Anyway, with that, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Let me know in the comments below what you think of the prediction and what you would change about it, if you have any ideas. And like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel once more, and have a great day.